Finally, the big day arrived. All the animals of Greenleaf Forest gathered for the most cheerful, delicious, and silly picnic ever. Milo the mouse was in charge of bringing the cake. And as soon as he arrived, he exclaimed, "This is the best carrot cake ever." He took a big bite right in front of Lulu the lamb, who burst out laughing. "And this time, Milo didn't eat it before the picnic," she teased, alluding to the disastrous previous picnic where Milo had devoured the whole cake before anyone else arrived. Zara the parrot was already swinging from a tree branch and shouted, "We should make this an annual forest holiday. A day where all the animals come together, share their food, play games, and celebrate being alive." Toto the turtle said, "Next time, I'll bring a bigger notebook so we can write down all our favorite things about each other, and more snacks, of course." Rocco the raccoon smiled. "And I'll plan the games. But next time, only tiny surprises. No more hiding in the bush like I did today." You all know how that ended. He had meant to playfully scare everyone with his super soaker water gun, but he accidentally squirted Olia the owl right in the face. And since then, they'd been having a staring contest. Now that was definitely not part of the plan. All the animals laughed. They were glad that Rocco had finally admitted his mistake and apologized to Olia, who had, of course, accepted his apology. After all, they were best friends. As the forest creatures munched on yummy snacks and sipped lemonade, they started telling stories about the forest and its inhabitants. Did you know that deep in the Whispering Woods lived a grumpy badger who hated picnics? Or that deep in the muddy puddles lived a family of toads who croaked in harmony? There were lots of interesting facts to learn about the forest and its inhabitants. Then it was time for the sack race. Each animal put their hind legs in a sack and held on to the ends. The goal was to hop all the way to the oak tree and back without letting go. It was harder than it looked. Toto and Lola were in the lead, but Zara quickly zoomed past them, flapping her wings. She was good at flying, but she wasn't so good at landing. And with a thump, she landed on the ground, much to Rocco's amusement. "Looks like someone forgot to use their wings correctly," he teased, but there was no meanness in his voice, only kindness. And Zara just stuck her tongue out at him. The other games were just as silly. One by one, the animals finished the course and collapsed in heaps of giggles near the oak tree. They were thirsty after all that running around, so they all went to fetch some lemonade from the stream. As they drank, they watched Milo and Lulu race side by side. They were neck and neck, but in the end, Milo won and they both fell into a giggling fit. After all the games, it was time to eat. Everyone had brought enough food to share. The feast included juicy watermelon slices, crunchy carrots, fresh berries, sweet apples, nutty granola bars, and, of course, plenty of cheese. While they ate, they talked and laughed, and even the shyest animals felt a part of the group. The forest echoed with their joy. Later, when the sun began to set behind the trees, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, it was time to say goodbye. The animals were tired from all the playing, but their hearts were full. They had shared stories, food, games, and, most importantly, friendship. As Milo skipped home, he realized something. Life in Greenleaf Forest would never be boring again. They had each other. They had fun. They had forgiveness. They had a forest full of adventures waiting to be discovered. And as he snuggled into bed that night, he couldn't help but smile. This was the start of something wonderful. Something that celebrated the joy of being alive and the magic of friendship.